Hello, cherry lovers. I'm back again with a new recipe, and it's called cream cheese filled banana bread. It's a wonderful, moist, delicious fall time of the year type of recipe. So stay tuned. Hello guys, we're back. I'm going to read to you what the ingredients are in this cream cheese filled banana bread. We have, first of all, 1 large egg, a half a cup of light brown sugar packed, also 1/4 cup of granulated sugar, and 1/4 cup of coconut oil, liquefied, also 1/4 cup of sour cream. You can use Greek yogurt if you like, and the light sour cream is okay. 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 1 cup of mashed bananas, about 2 large, or you can make sure that you measure them because 2 large may not equal a full cup. Also, we're going to use 1 cup of all-purpose flour, half a teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of soda, and a pinch of salt. That's optional if you want to use it. And we're going to do this part of the recipe first, and then we're going to make the cream cheese filling. So right now, we're going to work on the first part of the recipe, and that begins with this bowl. We're going to add in the eggs. Put the egg in. I've got this recipe written right here. We're going to put in the sugars, granulated sugar. Also, we're going to add in the coconut oil. That down a little bit. That's kind of mixed up. Okay, get all of that out. Now we're going to add in the sour cream. I need a smaller spatula for this. Okay. Now we're going to put in the vanilla. 2 teaspoons of vanilla. 1 teaspoon and 2 teaspoons. Now, I'm going to use my whisk to mix this all up. And it's going to take me a couple minutes to mix this all up, so I'm going to get this mixed up and I will be right back. Okay, we're back, and the next ingredient that we're going to add is our bananas. We got a whole cup of bananas mashed very nicely here. And then we're just going to mix that up real good. Get that nice incorporated. And next we're going to add in, okay, we have next is our flour. And in the flour is already mixed and measured the baking soda, the pinch of salt, which is optional again, and your baking powder. Now, what you want to do with this, try to remember this. When you're mixing this up, you don't want to over mix it or you'll make your banana bread tough. So you want to mix this just until it's incorporated. Make sure you get the sides. Get that nice and mixed in. A couple of more stirs there. And as you can see, that's completely mixed and that's completely done. Now, we're going to take this and we're going to take about 2/3, which is less than half. And we're going to pour it into our pan. So that I will be right back. Okay, we're back, and now what we're going to make is the cream cheese filling for this banana bread. And we're going to add all the ingredients for the cream cheese. And what the cream cheese filling consists of, we've got 1 large egg, we've got 4 ounces, a half a brick of cream cheese, and please remember, do not use the soft spreadable cream cheese, use the brick, the 8 ounce, but cut it in half. You want 4 ounces of that. Also a 1/4 cup of granulated sugar, and I've got 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour here. We're going to mix all of those ingredients together. Let's get the cream cheese out. Okay, then we're going to add in the sugar. We're going to put in the egg. Sort of get that kind of turned around. I've got my mixer over here handy, so we're going to use that too. And then we're just going to add the flour. And what we want to do is get that completely all mixed in together. I've got my hand mixer here. I'm going to get that all mixed in. And once I get this all mixed in, we'll be right back. All right, we're back, cherry lovers. And this is a real simple part. And I can't wait till you guys try this. Make sure you leave something in the comments if you do. This is the batter all mixed up, the cream cheese, the sugar, the egg, the flour. Make sure that you periodically stop though to scrape the sides when you're blending this because you want to get it thoroughly mixed. Now our next step right here, what we're going to do is put every bit of this, layer it right on top of the 2/3 banana mix that we already put in there. And I'm going to get all of that out. We want all of that out, and my spatula is holding on to it. So what I'm going to do is grab a spoon real quick out of here and get the rest of that off. I love cream cheese, but what we have to do now is remember to spread this out. Take your time, spread it out all the way to the ends. Make sure you get it in the corners, but spread it out evenly. Hope Larry's getting a picture of that. Get that all spread out into the corners. Turn that a little bit. Okay. Now that that's all spread out evenly, I get to lick the spatula. I love cream cheese. Sorry, guys. Okay. No, I can't waste any cream cheese mix. I'm sorry. Now, the next thing to do is the rest of the banana nut bread batter that you have, pour it evenly as possible over the top and try to spread it out to the sides, to the corners, just like you did the cream cheese. But do this part very lightly. You don't want to disturb the cream cheese batter that you just poured in there. So gently spread that batter out, and that beeping sound that you hear over there is telling me that my oven is ready. And I forgot to tell you at the beginning, so we can tell you now. Make sure you preheat your oven to 350. Get that all spread out evenly. That's all done. And now what you want to do, the recipe calls for 48 to 50 minutes. We're going to pop it into the oven. And make sure that the top of your banana pudding is domed. Make sure that you don't necessarily go by the timer, but take a look at it and see if it's rising like it should. And towards the end, maybe the last 20 minutes, you might want to cover it with a piece of foil so that it doesn't brown too much. My oven has the tendency towards the end of the baking on any cakes that I bake or pies, I have to cover it with some aluminum foil. So if yours tend to do that, cover it the last 20 minutes or so with some foil. And we're going to come back as soon as this is ready and let you see what the final product looks like. Thank you, guys. Okay, I'm back, and this is the final product of this cream cheese filled banana bread. Now I want, yes, Larry, to get a nice picture in there. Look at that. See that cream cheese? Doesn't that look wonderful? Well, I'm going to try the banana bread. Larry doesn't try it this time. And the reason he's not going to try it this time is because he doesn't eat bananas at all. He says it makes him gag. So I'm willing to be the tester today because I love bananas and I love banana bread. But even though this is a cream cheese bread, I always add a little more cream cheese, a lot more on top. And I'm going to taste this for you. I'll tell you right now, it's very, very moist because I can feel it in the texture. It is delicious. It really is. I mean, it's so good. It's creamy, it's rich, and this is a recipe I know you will enjoy. So thank you so much for watching and have a great evening. Bye now. That is so good. Delicious.